Well, hello, friends. How art thou? Welcome, welcome. We ask that you come in, like and share, like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you being here with us. Thank you guys so much. We want to invite you again, as we've been doing all week. We want to invite you to not just like, share, and subscribe, but we want to invite you to pray with us. April the 29th, beginning at 6 p.m. through April the 30th at 6 a.m. We are going to pray all night, 12 hours of prayer. But the way that you can be a part of that prayer time, is by sending your name and your email address to the proclamation101 at gmail.com. The proclamation101 at gmail.com. And we want you to come and pray with us. We want to pray in the four watches, the first four watches of prayer. Did you know that there were different watches of prayer? At least 8 of them listed in the Bible, mentioned in the Bible. We want to encourage you to come and pray with us. Pray from your heart. Just add your agreement with us. Add your faith. We'll add our faith to your faith and just have a good time in the Lord. You know, this is Holy Week. This is the week that is leading up to when Jesus was going to the cross. And so today is Wednesday. And we want to come from Luke, the 22nd chapter. This is the day when the Last Supper happened. This is the day when Jesus was with his disciples. This is also the day that Judas betrayed Jesus. When we're following from Luke, the 22nd chapter, in verse, 14, it talks about, and the hour had come when he sat down with his disciples. Verse 17, he took the cup and he gave thanks. He also took the bread and he gave thanks. That's in verse 19. And it also talks about Judas meeting up with the chief priest and with the officers. That happens in verse 4. And it goes on down that when all of this was happening, there were a bunch of things happening. They were at the table. They were having conversation. The disciples get into a spat. Verse 24 says, and there was also strife among them, which amongst them would be accounted the greatest. They were concerned and worried about who was the best, who was the greatest amongst all of them. And Jesus was contemplating. He knew what was to come. He knew what Judas was going to do that night. He knew what was ahead of him on the cross. He knew what was to come. And the disciples were concerned about themselves. Well, it goes on to say, I'm going to jump up to verse 32. Well, 31 also. We're in Luke 22, verse 31 and 32. And it says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Meaning Satan wanted to tear you apart, Simon. But you know what? I prayed for you, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. Jesus said the enemy wanted to come and just tear you down, tear you apart, kill, steal, and destroy you. But I prayed for you that your faith wouldn't fail you. And when you're strengthened, go out and strengthen your brother. That's what we want to encourage you with. We want to tell you, you know what? The scripture does tell us that the enemy wants to kill, steal, and destroy. It tells us that very clearly. But we have Jesus, we have an intercessor who's praying for us. Jesus is praying for us. He didn't just pray for Simon, he's praying for us. And we want to extend the invitation to you to come and pray with us on April the 29th at 6 p.m. We're going to start. We're going to pray for 12 hours to April the 30th at 6 a.m. We want you to be a part of that prayer. We want you to join us. We want you to build up your faith, as it says, pray in your most holy faith, building yourself up in your most holy faith, rather. We want you to come and pray with us. We want you to pray in the 4 watches. We want you to pray and add your faith to our faith. We want you to bring your prayer requests so that we can pray along with you. Jesus prayed for Simon that his faith would not fail. And we want to pray when we come together and bring our faith together so that our faith will be stronger. We want you to be a part of it. And the way to do it, as we just mentioned, send your email with your name and your email address to the proclamation101 at gmail.com. The proclamation101 at gmail.com. 12 hours of prayer. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. We're looking for you and we want you to be a part of it. Be sure to tell a friend, invite a friend to come with you. Tell them to also send in their information so that they can register, and we will respond to you with the Zoom link so that you're able to get into that closed community. We cannot wait to see you. We cannot wait for you to be a part of it. We are so excited about what God is going to do. We are so excited about the things that are going to happen. We want you to be a part of it. You all have a great night, and we will see you a little later. We'll see you next time. But thanks again for just taking the time to chime in with us today. And we hope that you'll be a part of our 12 hours of prayer. Have a good night.